Welcome back to Star Wars Across the Galaxy. This is Season 2, Episode 1. I am your host, Dayton, and this is my co host and friend.
Malachi.
And today, we're kicking off this killer season with a whole new idea of this podcast. Malachi, would you like to explain it?
So the idea of the whole of season two is a huge bracket of several canon characters. And the idea of this bracket is you have the two characters fight, and it slowly eliminates down tournament style to eventually have one winner or the strongest in all of canon Star Wars.
And these people were chosen by ChatGPT, so it has no human influence at all.
None of the matches were biased at all. We had AI do everything so we could say it was completely fair. We had nothing to do with what was chosen or what the brackets are set up as.
But we have everything to do
So,
with the quality of this video. So if you enjoyed it, please let us know and give us any comments or concerns about this to better improve this podcast. And feel free to check out our new Discord. Link will be in the comments. Tap on it. Join us. We'll have updates of new podcast episodes and everything you need to know to stay in contact with us. So without further ado, we can jump into it. First one, we have Luke versus Mace Windu. What an awesome way to kick off this episode, right here with this battle.
so Luke and Mace Windu are, to anyone who's watched all of the normal Star Wars movies, are probably two of the people who are going to be very close, if not in the finals. Um,
But only one can
Obviously,
make it.
only one can make it. Yep. Luke, obviously, he's the son of Anakin Skywalker, and he's very strong, especially in the later movies. Mace Windu, who's better known for his ability in lightsaber dueling, his force abilities aren't quite as strong as Luke, but dueling wise, Mace Windu is the strongest in all of canon.
And for the sake of this, most of these characters are gonna be in their prime. So like we're gonna have Mace
Yeah,
Windu before he died, and Luke after he killed Emperor Palpatine. So
yeah,
and we're doing canon, no legends. So there's no legends Luke here, just canon Luke.
yeah. Because if you had Legends Luke in the canon's bracket,
They
it
would
wouldn't be very
kill.
fair.
Yes. Just like
Um,
just like Legends Anakin without being burnt to a crisp.
Yeah, exactly.
Without
Like if you
being
put
a chicken
potential
fried.
Anakin in here, it's yeah.
But
So anyway,
yeah.
what's your opinion on this matchup? Who do you have winning?
Um well, Malachi. It's it's a very hard pick. So but just based on who would win in a fight, Mace Windu's lightsaber abilities would be a crucial factor to consider. That almost kill Luke, but the reason why he wouldn't, I think Luke would win, and here's why. Luke is one of the most powerful beings ever to be in Star Wars with his Force power. So, in Luke's dueling, he held his own with Darth Vader. Given Darth Vader did not go full out, and Mace Windu would, but he could still hold his own for a little bit. So I think Luke could fight he could fight with Mace Windu, and I think win because worst case scenario he have to back up, use the force, phew, and he's gone.
I do also believe that in this matchup, Luke probably does win, but I also believe that if you put Mace Windu against any Dark Force user in the whole of canon Star Wars, then Mace Windu wins because his whole strategy feeds off the dark side, and the stronger his opponent is, it only makes him stronger as well.
Yeah, but and also
But
Luke,
since he's against a light side user, then I think Luke is going to have to take this battle.
I agree. So
All
that
right.
that first battle, Luke wins. Good job, Luke Skywalker.
Moving
Now,
on to the quarterfinals.
Moff Gideon and Finn is up. Remember, this is AI, so
So Moff Gideon is the person from The Mandalorian. If you guys have never seen it, you should definitely go watch it. And basically, he just ore farms the whole time and is like a pretty good shot and has access to tons of resources.
and he actually had at the end he had the dark saber,
The Black Sith, yep.
the dark
But
and
for the purposes of this, we're not counting Moff Gideon could probably just come up with an army and then Finn wouldn't have a chance. We're just saying if they had a one-on-one duel, who would win, Moff Gideon or Finn?
and also Moff Gideon did have Beskar armor. Finn, though, as we did see, was it's like rumored that he actually has force powers,
He
and
was
he
almost
used the
slightly
lightsaber
closer.
for like 2 seconds. So
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Finn, but
he
Moff Gideon would cook you.
yeah, he did hold off Kylo Ren for a little bit, but Moff Gideon has so much more. He had the dark saber and Beskar armor, which is going to
And
be
also
very, very hard to beat.
the reason why he
Especially if you only shoot a blaster. Like, how you going to kill best guy in Beskar with a blaster?
yeah,
Just
but
doesn't work very well.
also some say Finn held his own with Kylo Ren only because Kylo Ren just killed his father, and that the
And he was
feeling.
injured.
Yeah, he was like he
His
was
leg was
injured with by the
jacked up.
blast, and he was emotionally injured because he just killed his father.
Uh-huh.
Because as we see
And
in the eighth movie, he was still sad. That was the face of a sad young boy. That's what
yeah,
sells it.
but had to make a decision he really didn't want to have to make.
Just like he said, he knew he had to kill him to become the dark side user he wanted to be, but he didn't think he had the strength to do it. Luckily, his father said he'd do it for him. So, I mean,
Yeah.
anyways, moving on.
All
Han
right.
Solo and Tech is our next one. Now, this one,
So we have Moff Gideon
we
moving
would
on from
yes.
the Battle of Finn. Yep. Utah.
In this one, we have Han
Ooh,
Solo and Tech. Two basically
interesting.
very different people. One's a clone and one's not. One's smart and one's not. One's good at firing a blaster, one's not.
So I think it depends on the kind of scenario for
Mm-hmm.
Han Solo and Tech. Because if Tech can manage to say they're like facing each other in a dusty street Western style,
Han Solo
Han
wins.
Solo is gonna absolutely cook Tech. But if Tech has an opportunity to get away and run and maybe come up with some sort of really good plan or find something he can use to beat Han Solo, like if he has time to adapt, then Tech is going to win.
Yes.
So that's kind of controversial. Um,
But the best dueler is Han Solo, so I'd
the
say we'd have
best
to give
dueler
him
is
it.
definitely Han Solo because
And
Tech,
he's good at adapting. Tech is just smart. But Han Solo can adapt to his scenario and he will always fight fire first. Tech is a strategist. He won't fight unless he has to. So and Han Solo will always fight
yeah,
first. So
because the
I
Bad
think in
Batch
that
usually was
scenario,
covered for him.
I'd say Han would win.
I think, yeah, probably Han would beat Tech in most scenarios. So between Han Solo and Tech, we have Han Solo moving on to the quarterfinals.
Next, we have Jango Fett
Jango
and
Fett and
Crosshairs.
Crosshair. So I don't think there is a debate on this one. Actually, there is a pretty good debate. Crosshair is obviously he's a very good shot. That's kind of what his name would suggest too. He's a member of the Bad Batch. He's a genetically modified clone
Just like
who
Tech was.
basically can't miss. Yes. Jango Fett, father of Boba Fett, and we see when he fights Obi-Wan, he fared very well against Obi-Wan. Some people think he won, some people think it was a draw. Either way, he did very well.
No, Jango Fett
So,
left before he finished him off. So
yeah,
it was, I don't. Obi Wan would have won though,
eventually Obi-Wan would have probably won. But in the short encounter they had, I do think Jango Fett was actually winning
and
since he
also
kind
he
of,
has Beskar armor. Literally, Crosshair would have to aim precisely so he can get the area with no Beskar armor, like maybe his neck. But that'd be
that is
very hard.
Crosshair's whole thing though.
I know that's also his whole thing though. But he also has to be very far away. Jango Fett, if he misses slightly and he accidentally hits some Beskar, which is most likely going to happen, he's alerted, puts on his heat sensing, and he's dead. Because he also has a
Once
jetpack, so he can
again,
maneuver.
so who do you think would? I think
Jango,
Jango Fett walks away from this
yes.
just
So Jango
because
Fett
he has
wins.
access to so many more tools. He has his best car armor. He has a jetpack. He has miniature missiles within his gear that he can simply shoot and seek out life forms. So much like we see in The Mandalorian, if you look in a bit deeper of Jango Fett's lore, you find out he has the same thing that the Mandalorian had. So it's going to be really hard to beat someone in full Beskar as a sniper just because of that. So
So,
between Jango Fett and Crosshair, I'd say Jango Fett moves forward.
yep, same. So, just a recap, we have Luke and Moff Gideon are in the finals versus each other. Han Solo and Jango Fett are in the finals versus each other. And if you want to watch that, be sure to tune into the next episode. But right now, let's move on to our next contestants, Obi-Wan and our beloved Fives. I can't tell you, Malachi, how much I
So,
love Fives. If it weren't for Commander, was it was it Commander Fox, right?
Wolf, the shot.
No, Fox.
What's it, Fox? I don't remember.
Yeah, because
You're the one. Dayton made a really good edit of fives if you want to go check it out.
oh yes,
Um,
I'm really good
well,
actually. My best
so
short ever. So check it out.
this is where you get to the point of you can clearly see that we did not make this bracket because putting Obi-Wan in fives, even though fives is a very strong for Clone Trooper and he is one of debatably maybe even the best character in all of Star Wars. Um, Obi-Wan, it's just not even close. Obi-Wan is a full, fully trained Jedi Knight, fully up there Jedi Master. He's in the Jedi Council. I mean, fives really has no chance. There's no
I agree.
competition there.
I agree 100%. And
Yeah.
but also, but
So
just remember this, that even though some aren't as good as others, we looked through this before we did this, and there's some really good ones coming up.
yes,
So just stay
like most of
tuned.
the matches so far have been pretty good matches, but there aren't any of the really good ones. You got like for example, Obi-Wan and fives. There's not much point in discussing it for very long because it's just
Obi-Wan
not
Ways.
close.
Boom. Yeah.
But Obi-Wan Kenobi is moving forward, knocking fives out of the tournament.
Next up, we have Bo-Katan and Count Dooku. Again, not the
So
best one, but
not the
remember,
best matchup, yeah, because AI did it, but
there's a really good one.
um.
There's a really good one's coming up, and I'm so excited to show it to you guys.
So Bo-Katan and Count Dooku might actually be a bit closer than you think at surface level though, because we've seen Bo-Katan fight Darth Maul, and it was actually somewhat close. Like Darth Maul did get her pretty quickly, but personally, I think a fight between if you took like Darth Maul and Count Dooku, that would be a pretty good fight.
Yeah, it would,
So I think Bo-Katan would actually survive a good amount before Count Dooku just slowly overpowers her.
because he's just a great duelist, and no
Yes.
matter how much Beskar she has on her, he's gonna cook her.
Yeah. Bo-Katan could do some stuff though. I mean, if she backs up, she uses her little shield, she shoots him some. It would be a
And he'd play with her.
legitimately halfway
He'd play
decent
with her.
fight. But yeah, in the end, there's really only one victor out of that, and it's Count Dooku.
Yeah,
So Count
yeah,
Dooku defeats Bo-Katan and knocks her out of this tournament.
he does. Now moving on to the next one, Emperor Palpatine and Echo again, but just hold
Yeah.
on.
So Emperor Palpatine Echo is about like taking Anakin Skywalker and asking him to go fight Watto. Um, it's it's just not close. Like I can't even make a case for Echo at all. Emperor Palpatine is one of the strongest Force users out there, so there's just no chance for Poor Echo. The only way I guess you could say Echo might have some chance of kind of stopping Emperor Palpatine is there was a chance he could have discovered about Order 66 and thwarted Palpatine, but
Yeah.
that's not the point of this tournament. The tournament is after standing in a dusty street, going full on cowboy style,
Yeah,
old
sure.
Western fight. So
Emperor Palpatine's moving on.
Emperor Palpatine defeats Echo and knocks him out of this tournament. Now
Now,
we
this
have a
is the
good
one
fight.
that we are talking to you guys about. Hold your horses. It's Kanan Jarrus, the guy who sacrificed himself for Ezra Bridger and the rest of the crew. The most heartbreaking scene, one of the most heartbreaking scenes we've ever seen in a Star
I
Wars
was getting
series.
ready to say I can name two.
Yeah, we got Fives' death, of course, and then Thorne's death. But, anyways.
No. Well, when Darth Vader goes, you didn't kill Anakin
Thing.
Skywalker. I
Dude,
did.
I was a fifth grader when I watched that show, okay? And I was literally on my knees going, why? I was like crying. It was so powerful.
Yep. Anyway, let's get back on topic. So, Kanan Jarrus is facing off against Kit Fisto, who is a member of the Jedi Council. He is rather powerful in the form of Jedi. He's definitely above average Jedi. Kanan Jarrus is an Order 66 survivor. He is one of the very few that actually survived Order 66, and we see his whole survival story with him escaping Crosshair in the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
So, feats wise, I would say that Kanan Jarrus achieved more through
Yeah, but
training Ezra Bridger, and he pretty much restarted a new strand of Jedi a little bit with the training of Ezra
yeah, but
Bridger.
you're also excluding Kit Fisto's overwhelming power. He died from Emperor Palpatine, which is some people say it's because of the Force Scream thing, Dark Side
Hmm.
Scream.
Yep.
Whatever the case may be, he did die. He was so powerful. You see in Star Wars: The Clone Wars, he was a very powerful Jedi, and he was very smart. He was on the Jedi Council. Kanan,
To be
he
fair as
cut himself
well.
off from the Force. He cut himself off from the Force. Remember, because he
Uh-huh.
blamed himself. So really, Kit Fisto's
And
prime. Kit Fisto's prime is amazing, but Kanan's prime is also amazing.
I think
Kanan would win.
Kanan, I I actually do not think Kanan would win. And
I
here's
do.
why. I think Kanan would lose this battle because Kanan got cooked by an absolutely awful conditioned Darth Maul. Like that was like Darth Maul's lowest point, and Darth Maul still managed to beat him fairly easily. Now, I don't
Oh no! It's
know. I
because
don't.
no. It's because he didn't fight him. Remember, like he's Darth Maul surprised him.
Did he? I don't remember
Yes,
exactly.
he
I just
goes.
remember.
He goes. Where's Ezra? And Darth Maul goes. You mean my apprentice? And then he slashes him in the eyes.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, and
Well,
every time
Kanan,
Darth Maul
Kanan
tried to
was
kill.
also struggling with Inquisitors. Like, let's be real here.
What would you say?
He barely beat the Grand Inquisitor, and the Grand Inquisitor was really not that strong.
Fair, but
Although he was a Jedi Templar guard, so I mean, it is kind of impressive.
Kanan
But
was so powerful when he went back to the Force and had no eyesight.
yes, but he may have been powerful in the Force, but he still couldn't duel much. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, yeah,
What is
but
what is Kit Fisto? So Kit Fisto, he one of his greatest achievements is beating Grievous. After Grievous killed Kit Fisto's apprentice, Kit Fisto managed to not kill Grievous, but definitely beat him. He chopped off like multiple of Grievous's arms, and Grievous had to retreat and basically run away, which is very impressive. But all in all, General Grievous is actually very strong too, because we see General Grievous go up against Obi-Wan, and it was very close, really. I mean, Obi-Wan did eventually kill General Grievous, but it was very close.
yeah,
If you take their base dueling between Kit Fisto and Obi-Wan Kenobi, I think Kit Fisto's dueling is better than Obi-Wan, which I really do think would win him the fight between himself and Kanan.
I think you're right. I guess we have to go Kit Fisto. Kanan, I'm
It,
sorry, man.
it
I'm sorry, Kanan.
it would be very dependent on where the battle took place, how it
But yeah,
takes
for the sake
place.
of everything we've just been doing a actual duel, and Kit Fisto
Yes,
would win.
and I think Kit Fisto does take the win there, even though it is very close.
And that is all for today. Thank you for tuning in. Come back to next episode where we will do the rest half of this brackets to semifinals. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. I'm your host Dayton, and this is my friend and co-host.
Malachi, signing out.
Goodbye.